Good evening, welcome along. Hope you're all well. Monday night, time for some more an evening of Train Simulator 2019. And we know the sound is working because I've just heard it on my laptop there. Well, I can't even see how many zeros that is. Was that 10 million followers? Was that 1 million? There's 1 million, is it? I got 1 million followers. If I had 1 million followers on the channel, then yeah, I'd be streaming a bit more frequently than I do. Take all the zeros off. Speaking of followers, where are we at the moment? We're at 193, so we're 7 away from reaching my goal of 200. So I'd appreciate if anyone who's watching this now could actually host the channel. Let's see if we can get those 7 followers by the end of the month. Got 2 streams left to do it in. Anyway, as some of you have mentioned in the chat already, there was what I think was a very good Steam sale on. And I actually ended up getting quite a bit of content. It must have been... Chris gives away entertainment every Monday and Wednesday. So I have got a few new bits in the sales. It's probably the most DLC I've got in one go from a sale, purely because of some of the discounts on stuff, like 90%. It's a no-brainer just to get it. Let me find my list a minute. My little spreadsheet that I have to keep everything in check. And if we go 2018 November the 26th, so I can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bits of DLC. So quickly run through what I have got. I got the BR Blue Diesel Electric Pack, the BR Class 31, the Class 156, Cross Country Voyager. So I got the Dovetail Games own Voyager, which I've been meaning to get for a long time because it's needed in scenarios. That was 90% off. Doncaster Works route, EWS Class 92. Glasgow Airport Rail Link route, Isle of Wight route, and the ScotRail Class 380, which I think actually came in with the Glasgow route. And I also got the 158-159 Perkins pack from Armstrong Powerhouse, which is what we will run first. One of the scenarios that comes with the pack on South Wales Coastal. You got 20 items, did you? Yeah. So when I actually take into account my spend, I averaged 70% discount on everything when you average it out. I spent about half, spent about half that, so that works about right. So let me just get the map ready. Oh, head tracking's not switched on. But yeah, it's quite a good sale. There's a lot of stuff on my wish list that I got that I needed for scenarios. There's some stuff on my wish list that didn't go on sale. But there's still Christmas to come yet, so that's fine, Alex. Right, let's change the screen to that one. And jump inside. Cab. I say there's no sound. You got sound? I've just turned it up in my headphones. This is the Perkins Enhancement Pack from Armstrong Powerhouse. first time I've loaded it up. Rail driver should be set up for it. It says. Well, we've got control of the wipers, so that's good. Right, what do we need to do? Hello driver, you start this scenario. Outside Cardiff Central is the Principality Stadium there. Awaiting the road into the station to form your service. As soon as you receive it, you may get on your way. You have booked departure from Cardiff at 9:30, where you will then call at Newport, Seven Tunnel Junction and Bristol Temple Meads. Finally, remember to set your destination to show Portsmouth Harbour, code 138. That's all then. Enjoy the sights and sounds of 1998. Yep, I've got the Cummins pack as well. So we need to set our, was it code 138? We'll do in a second. Let's get some stuff switched on. We'll put daytime lights on, turn off the tail lights. We'll have to unlock the reverser, won't we? There we go. Clear that. And go into forwards. Oh, here we go. It's a mixed livery. Great Western Railways. Great Western, should I say? An intercity swallow. And we have a clear path. So let's release the brakes. Hopefully, right, we need to move. Right, okay, I just realised the... Well, I'll sort that out when we're into Cardiff itself. Just sort of broke the rules a little bit. This is the first time I've actually loaded train sims since getting hold of all the new DLC. We open the windows. Oh, lovely. And where I was playing about with the rail driver after the last stream, this lever, which is normally the independent brake, I've actually mapped to the throttle. Which is actually fine for now, until I drive a train that I need to use the independent brake, so I can change that back. You put your scenery settings to max. Which ones? The density or quality? Or both? How's it getting on? Evening train sim guy, how are you? You love driving the 158 on Glasgow Airport. Good to hear, train sim guy. Right, stop there and open the doors. Right, we've got driver vigilance, so... I didn't know. We've got two-tone horn, I think, haven't we? Yeah. That brings back memories, watching these trains when I was little. Saw it flying through Keynsham. I know. What sort of time was that? Because it's quite late in the day, wasn't it? Or was it early? Well, this weekend was a bit of a blur, if I'm honest, in terms of timings. Time did it say we're due to depart? Oh yeah, I wouldn't have been able to see it. I was busy at work. Due to depart at 9:30, so we've got 7 minutes. Let's go for a little wander about. What else can we see? I didn't even check. Have I done the tail lights on the back? Oh, they're on by default, aren't they? Fine. We got anything else in Cardiff? Nothing's here at the moment. I haven't got all of the AI required though, so there's probably going to be some missing. It did flag up at the start of the scenario. I didn't read it, to be honest, because I knew I was missing stuff. In fact, let's go to the website now and just have a look. Where did I buy my PC from? Believe it or not, I bought the tower from Facebook. Literally, I just saw an advert for it, and I happened to be near where it was that day, so sent the guy a message. When I had a look at it, saw it running, like, yeah, I'll have it. So it's just purely right place, right time. I wasn't actively looking for a PC. Well, I was sort of planning on getting a new PC. That should give you the link to the page about it. Because I can never remember the specs. I have to always look it up and read it. I can tell you it's a GTX 750 Ti 2 gig graphics card. I want to say an i5 2400 CPU. So it's very, very modest. But I've listed everything on there. Or the price I paid for it. It costs less than 2 of my 3 screens put together. Oh, I hear rails going somewhere. Got something coming in. Coming in on this side. Let's jump around here. Everyone looking at their watches. What have we got? Great Western. It's just automatic. Just basically it comes up with accept or deny. Oh, no. It's like you occasionally get the prompts on Facebook saying, is this place a cafe? Yes or no? Okay, right, what was I looking? Oh, I hear diesel somewhere. They're coming in behind us there. Yes, it is. Oh, I think this HST's off. Clag. Hey, it's a Swallow livery. That's the original. 43002. So that's the one that's currently Sir Kenneth Grange. Oh, and just something else coming in behind there. Oh, there's lots going on. Sneak around this fence. I don't know if I caught that haze that is left as it's leaving. I think we are timed to leave now, actually. Yeah, our doors are shut, we're ready to go. Right. Clear that. We have a yellow. Oh, we're going to stay outside, aren't we? And let's just leave. I think that's our doors shutting now. We have a yellow, so... Oh, it's is that a 142 leaving there? I couldn't do full throttle because I ended up speeding. Right, we did have a double yellow just as we went through then. Mind you, this isn't a career scenario, so we're not too worried about speed at the moment. It's gone up to 20 now anyway. The next stop on Chris's non-SPAD journey is Newport. I don't think you can even be 100% sure that will be the next stop, given my track record. We have greens, lovely. Well, FPS, I've maxed it at 30 for the stream. And it's sat there now. Because I've limited the stream to output at 30, because of the bandwidth I have, I found when Train Sim goes over 30, then the streaming software doesn't like it. So I've limited Train Sim to 30 FPS. It occasionally drops there, but that's just where it's loading tiles. Worker done there. Should have done the. You use the in on Steam launch control options. You can put a bit of code in there. I can tell you exactly what the code is. Set launch options. And then you literally set it to that. Make sure you put the little hyphen at the start as well. In fact, if I... Right, 75 limit. Why do I have DSD on? Because I want to drive it like a train with DSD. Use all the features. It all works. I've got it working on the driver here. No worries, Steve. I assume you know how to get to the launch options of... within Train Sim, or within Steam for Train Sim, or any game for that matter, actually. You may hate it, but you'll have to learn to live with it. I doubt you'll get a choice. It'll have to be on all the time. I don't see why not. I haven't personally set that. on ETS. It's getting quite windy now. Let's shut the window. Makes a bit of difference, that noise, doesn't it? As we're past that 37 that we saw. You can't at the moment anyway because it's all wind noise. And you can hear that 37 still. Right, 95 limit. $7 miles to Newport. I did, yeah. Looking out there like that. In fact, I'll go back to the video, the stream after I finished, and I grabbed that screenshot of me looking around like that. Yeah. Ah, okay. We may see it again. It may pass us while we're stopped at Newport. What's the speed limit there? It's 90, so we're exceeding our plated speed limit. I get the joke, Alex, yeah. I'll try. I know what I haven't done. So I've set this. What was the code I needed? 138. There we go. The warning board for the 75. The frame rate dropped then. Warning board for the 60. Double yellow. I panicked for a second and I thought that was definitely a double yellow we saw, wasn't it? I saw that red as we're coming around the bend. Quite deceptive. What are you confused about, Alex? Single yellow, which means there's a red signal right at the end of the tunnel. There's the red. It's going to be fun. We're going to be sat in the tunnel. Come on. I see a HST in front of us, so I assume platform 3? That sounds about right. We'll be going where that HST is just leaving now. We have yellows. Open the window. No, the HST's left. It was leaving as I sort of zoomed the camera in to look at it. Thanks for joining Discord, Steve. Must admit, it's not something I really use, but I need to sort of get more involved with it. Right, let's get stopped here. I'm just going to hang here a second. Ha! There we go. There's that 37. Alright, let's go and find it and get that screenshot. I love that sound. Could have done the DVT. I'm pretty sure you're authorised to do that already. A few weeks ago. Window's open, isn't it? I don't know what all the features and things you can do on it. Like I say, it's something I've never used before I joined Twitch. Right, 7 tunnel junctions, our next stop in about 8 miles. There's the back of the... Right, I'm going to switch off the driver vigilance. Let's pause it. Let's try and get this screenshot. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's good timing as well, because he's just turning off that line. How's that look, Luke? Right, where are we? Oh! Just 7 away from my 200 target, follow a goal. You reckon we could do that by the end of the month? Got tonight and Wednesday on my streams. There may be another one this week. Definitely won't be Friday or Saturday. But maybe one during the week. But I don't want to say yes, I will be doing one on another day, because I honestly won't know until that evening. I'm literally just installing Discord on my MacBook now. That bad, GK. Thank you for hosting the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate that. Right, I obviously missed that button then. I assume the emergency brakes have come on. That's interesting, and the map just closed. Reload the map. Reset the brakes. Brakes are coming off. The Narrow Gauge Studios, thank you for hosting the channel. Really appreciate it. Right, I now have Discord open on my MacBook here. So... I have Discord here in front of me. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate that. Why do you need to change my role? Right, here we are at 7 Tunnel Junction. You've probably passed your month, Alex. First time we've used that buzzer, actually, because we've been outside the rest of the time. Your monthly Twitch Prime is probably expired, so you need to resubscribe. It doesn't do it automatically. Yeah, but you need to subscribe to the channel that you want to subscribe to. Because that subscription is only for 1 month. I was just going to ask you, Luke, that is it synchronized with Twitch then? Ah, thanks, Alex. I can't right now because I'm driving trains. I don't know why you need me to change my role. Yes, Alex, you're with Prime, but within Twitch you need to, even though you're with Prime, the subscription to a channel only lasts for 1 month. You get 1 month's free subscription, which you then we need to renew, either with the same channel or a new channel or whichever one. You get 1 free month subscription at a time. Hang on a second, I'm just having a look. Right, it's about to come out of 7 Tunnel. Yeah, right, Alex, because it says you subscribed on the 5th of November. So in theory, yeah, it should still be there. So that red's not on our line, is it? Right, so we're just under 9 miles from Bristol Temple Meads. So we'll basically get to Bristol Parkway and then turn right and head down the hill to Bristol itself. In fact, I drove past Bristol Parkway last night. I say last night, late yesterday afternoon. I was in that neck of the woods. Flashing yellow. It's the first time I've actually driven past driven past Bristol Parkway since it's been electrified. Right, now I hit that button plenty of time. That was going well. Right, hill start. Discord distracting. Yeah, I suddenly looked round and I got 21 notifications. Right, I hit that one in time. So we got a 40 limit coming up. It's just while we're switching over the tracks. then head south into Bristol Temple Meads. We may get a glimpse of Bristol Parkway. I open the window. We are switching over. Can't quite see it. Just behind those trees there. Of course, on the map you can see there, Stoke Gifford now is the Hitachi depot for the 800s. Apparently I missed that. And stop. And brakes release. And get going again. It's a good job this isn't a career mode. Now, I very, very nearly got the new coaches from AP earlier this evening, which have been released. The one reason I didn't is because it doesn't appear there are any scenarios that involve them. What was that? RubQNL, thank you for hosting the channel. Really appreciate it. Got a raid coming in by the looks of it as well. David Mayer 30, thank you for hosting the channel. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate everyone hosting. Thank you very much. Baked Bean Kid, your stream has been inundated with duchies. SMC07, thank you for following the channel. Welcome along. shut that window. It's getting a bit noisy in here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Love the sound of that Valenta engine. We've just had a huge spike in the viewer count. Tom 198530, thank you for following the channel. Welcome along. I think we're just 5 away now from my target. Right, let's watch our speed. Concentrate on the driving. It looks that way, Luke. I hope so too. Current target is 200. We're 5 away from that now. It would be brilliant if we could do it by the end of the month. Right, just down to the 40 limit in time. Yeah. And watch our 25 limit, which will be all the way into the platform. Baked Bean Kid, thank you for following the channel. Welcome along. There's our 25 limit. Platforms 11 and 12, so we've got to move over to the left. Is it not? Almost like it's not responding to my button press quick enough. It is, you can hear it clicking. Here we are, welcome to Bristol Temple Meads. It's a Great Western HST sat there waiting. Good evening, Yasin Q. Welcome along. I think we'll stop about here. That'll do. Is that just leaving? Oh, it's the cooling fans. screenshot of that. Good work. This train will now reverse and head over to Portsmouth under the command of another driver. And there we go. I enjoyed that scenario. So that was one that comes with the Class 158, 159 Perkins pack, enhancement pack from Armstrong Powerhouse. So yeah, good little pack that. Be even better when I've got all of the DLC to run in it. So, Yasin Q, thank you for following the channel. Welcome along. Right. We are going to do now, let's have a look at my list. Let's go Glasgow Airport. This is another piece of DLC I got hold of in the sales. Let's just work down the list here. So this will be the Class 380 ScotRail. So I don't think I've even seen this route, let alone loaded it. And I've never driven the 380. Again, it's only arrived on my machine today. Which workshop route, Alex? Drop me a message with which one. Here we go. Right, by the looks of it, we have rail driver control. So let's open the doors here. The doors opened, I heard the bells going. Oh, there they are. Right, let's go in, let's have a look at this, right. Okay. So, the lights are done. Oh, I do need to, just before I get going, I need to change the brake. Not the brake, sorry, the throttle. So we'll assign lever. The loco brake will be that one. Yep. And then the throttle will be that one. Okay. So we should have, if I unpause the game now. I think it's by, oh, I can tell you actually. Glasgow Airport is actually created by Thompson Interactive. It's never been built in real life. Okay. So I assume we are all powered up, ready to go. Wipers are working. Train ready to set off. 13:17. Is there a... Should have read them. Liaman2601, thank you for following the channel. Welcome along. There we go, we're moving. I wouldn't say it's a fake route, it's a fictional route rather than fake. I was planning on going to that route next, Alex. Simulated route? Just press and push everything. If that doesn't work, rage quit. It works for you. Very quiet in the cab. No, I didn't say that. I said I'd do the route next. I haven't found your scenario for it. Of course, I haven't even looked at the map yet. Yeah, I can see I'm just floating over the roads and the fields. Is it in workshop, is it, Alex? Yep, we're 2 more followers away from my target. £25 for this route. So I looked at it today. Oh yeah, I see. See where we've joined the real life route now. Gilmore Street. It's our stop, as Steve has pointed out. Baked Bean Kids, the North Somerset Railway. That's an interesting one because that is based, Frome, one of the stations at the end, is my childhood hometown. The line from Frome and then where you split to go off towards Radstock is all, where you cross over, is all there because it's used as a freight line. But the actual, if you're familiar with the the route in the game, where you cross over in the, like, I think it's a 20 limit, and then go off round up to the right up the hill, all that is the proposed route. It's at the moment just a cycle path. And they want to join it all the way up with Bradstock. No, it's okay. We'll search for it in the workshop within Train Sim. Actually, saying that, I can do it in Steam, can't I? Train Simulator running. That's good. It knows we're here. Browse the workshop. I'll just type it in the search here. Yes, I have Riviera in the 50s. Successful stop, train ready to proceed to Glasgow Central Station. No problems, Ruby Q. Thank you for joining and for hosting the channel. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon. Glasgow Central, next stop in 7 miles. What's the There's 2 there, so I guess it's one with fixed in the... Yeah, I got it. Subscribe. Right, that's subscribed now, so... may have to reboot the game to get it, but... it has downloaded. Alright, 75 limit. Let's get going. Let's get some speed up. Viaduct, not fire. Oh, that one greens. I hit the button then, so all good. Just did that thing of went to type something on the MacBook but used the keyboard for the PC. Ended up dropping the pantograph down. Yeah, like that. Oh, we're speeding. And we have a single yellow. And there's the red. Thought that might trigger the emergency. There we go. And it's gone yellow. Got away with that. No spad yet. Another red ahead. Obviously following something. You haven't seen much of my channel, have you, Baked Bean Kid? If I do a stream without a spad, it's a miracle. Why have the emergencies come on there? Alex, I've said a few times I don't get why you need me to change my role on Discord. Chris is incapable of finishing a scenario without spadding. Yeah, I'm sure if you tally up how many scenarios I've been kicked out of for spadding compared to how many I've actually completed, it's probably pretty close. Possibly Baked Bean Kid. That's... yeah, if you're within a certain distance of the red, that would make sense. I'll have a look at it later. I'm not looking at it while I'm on stream, Alex. Maybe yellow. Oh. Just been told by my watch to go to bed. Just behind that embankment there is the M8 motorway. In fact, we're going to cross it. That must be it going over us now. I have a very bossy watch. Oh, because my daughter's been messing about with it tonight, so it's, all the settings have changed. Oh, there's a broken down train there by the looks of it. It's a nice little touch having the workers there. You know what, I did start the stream half an hour early as well. Oh, we have greens, let's go. Right. So that's not our red, is it? No. Well. Well, there's a speed limit that wasn't on the HUD. What did I get off this? I got this 70% off, 70%. But then I also got the 380. When you work out the 85%, it works out discount. I got on this. As long as it's legal, then I'm happy for anything free, train sim wise. The pump car. I think I've got the pump car already. Yes, I've got the pump car. £15 mph, all lines. Oh, I read that sign just in time, got the speed down. So. Hours of fun guaranteed. I think I had to go on it when it first came out because I got it as part of the TS rewards thing that they did a few years back. In fact, as we're on decent viewing figures at the moment, if you go to, I'll post the link now, I've updated it today to take into account the new DLC I've got. There is a page on my website that will list everything I have within Train Simulator. Still needs a bit of tweaking in terms of like images and that, but pretty much every piece of DLC I have is in there. Let me just put that in the chat. Right, we're here. Let's open the doors. And we're very early. Mind you, we've got no points left, so it's not a very high scoring scenario. I assume that's... Oh no, we're going to have to swap ends, aren't we? So yeah, that's quite a short scenario. Oh, we're going back to where we started. Okay. It's like a taxi to the buffers. That is yeah. Look up North Lincolnshire. What? And workshop. Tell you what, I'm impressed with how good this coffee mug is for keeping drinks warm. About 2 hours ago I made this coffee and it's still drinkable warm. Oh. Is that linkstrainssim.co.uk? I've found it, Alex. I'll keep that in a tab open. Have a look at it later. The downside to getting here early, because sat for ages when it's midway through a scenario. Yeah, that's the one I found. Is that one leaving? That's what I like. AI trains. Right, swap ends. Not to that one. Or that one. To that one. There we go. Now we should have everything all set up because, yeah, lights there because of the rail driver. I hear a HST. Train ready to depart at 13:40 for Glasgow International Airport, stopping at Paisley Gilbert Street. You need to move to front. Right, okay, done that. Right. We should be ready to go. Yeah, why it's in first Great Western livery, I have no idea. Up here in Glasgow. Or is it a new ScotRail one, is it? They forgot to debrand it before they send it back up here. Oh, speaking of ScotRail with the HSTs, has anyone seen the video that ScotRail have posted? Basically teaching people in Scotland how to use the doors on a HST, because obviously they're not automatic doors. Good evening, Armada One. How are you? Yep, we're in a 380 on Glasgow Airport Link. I think that's what it's called. Glasgow Airport. Yeah, Glasgow Airport Rail Link. GWR don't have sliding doors, they have slam doors. The only, well, tell a lie, the Mini, the 4-car, or the 2+4 sets, I think they've called them the Castle sets, haven't they? Have sliding doors on them, and one of the cross-country HSTs has. If the doors on a 43 get left open by passengers, does guard have to close them? Yes, they do. From watching them at my local station, if the doors are left open, the guards or the station managers, platform staff, shut them all. And they have to physically step out to make sure, look, that all the doors are shut. Yeah. I do believe as well on the guard's key, when he locks the doors, it will flag up as the door's not shut, so he won't be able to lock them. So he won't be able to dispatch the train. But yeah, they have to be all manually shut. So if a customer jumps off and leaves it open, it's down to the staff or another member of public, another passenger. In fact, there's so many doors that where I've just been up the station with my kids and just to watch the trains. The number of times I've shut the doors because the guards, you've got the guard at one end of the train, you've got the station platform staff at the other end, and I'm sat in the middle with the kids, and there's a door right in front of me open, so I'll just shut that. Everyone's on and off. We just get the thumbs up from the staff. You work near Paddington, driver operated only doors. I saw an 800, I see them quite often because I live in Chippenham. The station for the Great Western Main Line is about 500 yards to my right as I'm sat. And I walked across it this morning, coming back from town, saw an 800, a 10-car 800, and a 9-car as well, actually. But while it was sat in the station, I was thinking, like, the doors seem to shut individually. So they're not all locked at the same time, like you get on, say, the London Underground. Someone presses a button, just that door will open. But I was watching the guard doing his usual, stepping out of the carriage, looking down the platform, blow his whistle, lock the doors, come out again, blow the whistle again. I was thinking, if they get rid of the guards, how does the driver know that the platform's clear? I mean, I've seen there's cameras on the side of the carriages, but I assume that's all he's got to go on, isn't it? Because the platform staff have another whistle that they blow. But the driver doesn't have any openable windows, so how's he going to know when the station staff say it's all clear? Broken down train there. Best station you go to is North Allington. Is that where we were on my last stream? With the accidental stop that I didn't mean to do. You do get all the CCTV in the car. Mind you, I suppose cameras and screens are much better than they used to be, so it must be a decent enough picture. Yeah, it's you see these videos where, especially on like the Paddington documentary on TV, where a bag or someone falls onto the track through the gap between the train and the platform. How will the driver spot that when he's got 10 coaches worth of CCTV screens to look at? Oh, the camera's underneath, are they? That's one of the points the union's making, yeah. Because it's one thing having a member of staff on the platform spot it, but then you've got to be able to notify the driver. Yeah, if you've got 10, yeah, you've got 10 carriages to look at. Oh, we are moving over. Thought we had a red then. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always going to be like with anything. In the supermarket, self-checkouts are more efficient than having staff there on tills. Still need staff there for when they go wrong. I hope that never happens, but if it does, you can see what all the fuss that's going to be kicked up about it. And I feel sorry for the driver if that does happen, because the blame's just going to be put solely on them. Before you do scenario, can you change some trains? I can have a look. What do you need changing? What time is it anyway? Oh, it's only 20 past 10. The HST's the Armstrong ones. Okay, that's fine. We stop here. Is that closer to the end of the platform for you? Remember who asked it now. Baked bean good. Now, is the regional 158 going to be the Perkins or Cummins engine? The Cummins engine, okay. So they deemed the other guy was at fault. I can understand that because it was the guys. He knew the train was departing, so he crossed the line. It wasn't the fact that he just got off the train and slipped and fell straight under. He actually ran back towards the departing train. So I kind of get that. But still. Successful stop, ready to proceed to Glasgow International Airport. Is this a Siemens train? I don't know, to be honest. Right, so now we're turning off reality, which carries on over there. And we're on to the fictional section of the route then. Let's see if we can actually slow down and not speed over a set of points this time. Do you ever do the Edinburgh to London run? No, because I haven't downloaded the relevant bits to do it all in one yet. I keep meaning to do it and then I just forget. But it's something I do want to do. In fact, I might do that when I hit the 200 subscribers, followers. 200 subscribers, I'll definitely do that. Is this route fake? No, this is fictional. I think I missed some of the chats earlier. I didn't see if it's a. What do you mean how? I'm sure this is a proposed route to do in real life. So it's based on reality, but it's what it could be, basically. If it is fake, then it would be, well, it wouldn't be anything like this. It wouldn't be based around a real area. Or at least all the proportions would be wrong. You'd have Glasgow right next door to London. There's the airport over there. Some planes sat in there. Could have sworn I slowed down to 25. But it's a slight downhill, that's why. Right. I got it on Steam. It's created, the developer is Thompson Interactive, as is the Class 380 as well. that close enough to the buffers this time? Which one are we? Oh, we're the one with the wipers going. Oh, I could have got a little bit closer. Well done, that's a successful drive. So it is. Scored 390. I'll be surprised if I even got a bronze. Yeah, just a tick. So not even enough to get the bronze medal on that. That's fair enough. So that's Glasgow Airport Rail Link using the Class 380 ScotRail. Right, let's go. Right, your scenario, Alex, is that... It's going to be standard, isn't it? Doncaster works. So we want to swap some engines out on this, don't we? While that's loading, I'm going to grab myself. I think my coffee's all finished. Amada1, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome along. Really appreciate it. Right, let's right. So this is a scenario created by Alex. Alex likes train 16 as he is on Twitch. Right, let's go and find some logos. Right, what do we need to change? There's a HST there. Let's go to the other end because that's where the driver is. So which one's this? This is... Well, I'm going to have to make notes on this as I do this. Let's go full screen there so we can see what we're doing. And the 200 subs. Thank you very much, Amada. I really appreciate that. Right, so service 3. It's a HST, and we want to change this to the AP pack, don't we? Now, we could do this in, is it RW Tools? Oh, we're just doing it here. More fun visually changing the trains over. Right, so let's find the high-speed train. And this is BR Blue, Intercity, that one. Oh, I got it first time. And then we'll move the driver onto that. Swap that over and then move that onto that line. Like so. Save. Right. That's that one done. So service 1 is That's the steam engine. Service 2. In fact, I'm going to rename these just so I know. HST. So we'll save that there, like that. Yeah, I know there's more. I'm just going through the list. Did you say you want the 166 is changed? What did you want them changed to? Sorry, regional 158s. Here we go. 158. Southwest Trains. Network. Network. Regional Railways. Perkins engine. Oh, I need to enable something else. I need to enable, I believe, 159. There it is. It's the only downside to doing it this way. Regional railways. Oh, there we go. Cummings. 4 car. 2 car. 8 car. The 4 car won't fit. We'll have to do the 2 car. And then we'll move that over there. Get rid of that. Slide that back over there. There we go. And we change that to 158. Bask, hi, welcome along. Hope you're well. Right, that service 1 is a steam engine, so we'll just change the name on that so I remember. Right, service 4. Where are we? We're down there. Okay, so there's a group of trains. I'm good, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. There's another HST. So we'll swap that one out for the Armstrong Powerhouse. 2 plus 7. 2 plus 8. Swap this around, so first class friend. That. Yeah, still the 43 is my favourite. But I need to move that one and put that on that line there. So that's steam. $158 in a Reaver livery at the moment. Let's see why. That's a good one. Service force. That one was HST. I see. So it's 6. This is steam. $14 is also a steam. A class 43 is the power car of a HST. Just put that there. Okay. Right, let's find the next batch of trains then. We've done those ones. HST, Steam, 158, so we've done those. Number 7's up there, right. Yeah, they still do run on my line as well. They're very few and far between now. Not very often we see them. When we do, that one's fine. Oh, there's another HST. I'm going to make this one a 7 car. Slightly shorter. Need to look around, so first class is at the front. Put that there. Write that down. Delete that. Move it onto here. Job done. That's that done. Can I do a buffer HST? Don't see why not. Just seeing if there's any others that need doing. I think I've done them all now, haven't I? Should I change that last one to a buffer one? There's one more I've missed. Oh, I see. Round that way. Okay, we'll go round there. Round here at the station, and then round this way. Okay, they're not HSTs there. We've done those ones, done those ones. Done all the ones in the station. Go back into the station. With that 37 there. That freight there. That one there. One in the sidings in the works. No. No, that's it. That's all of them. Right. Let's jump in then. So this is a rail fan scenario made by Alex. We've just swapped out some of the HSTs for the Armstrong Powerhouse packs, and we've swapped out a 166 for a 158. This is the first scenario you ever made. That's right, you all got to start somewhere, so... Whereabouts are you, P. Basque? You're just a train spotting scenario maker. Nothing wrong with that. Cornish Main Line. Okay. They'll probably be there for a little while longer. I'm looking forward to the Cornish Main Line extension coming out for Western Main Line's route. Excuse me. Well, I heard something else then, but it's obviously the wagons. That'd be a very generous donation by you. Or by anyone, actually. What doesn't move? It's 47. So it came in to the lights there, so maybe just a pathing thing. There we go, we've got movement up here. I'm just going at a bit of a pace. Platform 6. Which platform are we on? I don't see any platform signs. I can hear the turbos of a HS2. Here comes one of the HS2s. I do like the sound they make. We got the Valento engine in this one. Oh, that clag. This is Doncaster Works. Is the route. No, they don't. No, GWR got rid of the Valento engines years ago. Yeah, East Midlands are the only one with a Valento engine. And of course the prototype Class 41. Yeah, GWR use the MTU engines. Normal doesn't really answer it. MTU is the engines that they use. Quite modern. Quite modern wagons for the back of that 47. Jump over to this platform here. A bit quieter from that 47. Oh, there we go. Thank you for hosting the channel, Alex Likes Train 16. Really appreciate it. No worries, Amada. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate it. Alex, the subscriber roles should be automatically, they synchronize with Twitch. We're getting a nice little lineup here. This one here. Yeah, race, yeah. He's off. Just realised the no driver end is on the wrong end, but that's fine. Dubay13, thank you, welcome along. How are you? Whereabouts in the US are you, if you don't mind me asking? Bask, thank you for following the channel. Welcome along. Hope you're well. You've been in chat already this evening, so. And that badge GK, thank you for following the channel. Just seen I got those the wrong way around. The announcements came out the other way. Thank you to you both for following. South Haven, Memphis. So, what, Mississippi sort of area, aren't you? You're on patrol for 25 hours. Oh, that's a long shift. Refresh. We're on 199, so we're one away. I can imagine, 25 hours, that's a long shift. That's everything, is it? I say it looks like there's nothing more to arrive, so I assume these aren't departing anywhere. Lovely. Screenshot of that. The next service to arrive platform 8 is a 12:12 to Scarborough. Platform 8. Platform 8 is the one with the steam engine on. There we go. So that's all done now, is that, Alex? I can come out of that one. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't driving anything then, Graham. I was rail driver. I'll give you a thumbs up on that one, Alex. There we go. Right, let's go back to the main screen. So, what else did I get today in the Steam? So we've done Glasgow Airport, we've done the 380. We've done the 158 Perkins. Right, route wise, let's have a look, because I've never driven it. Let's have a look at the Isle of Wight first. And then that's all of my new routes done. Or at least looked at. Graham, do I remember you saying it was only broadcast at 7:20, I think. Do I remember you saying Isle of Wight doesn't have career scenarios on it? Which is why it wouldn't be in that list. Isle of Wight, there we go. Your parents are first responders. Okay, I couldn't see any. Didn't see anything on there. Right, let's do career mode. You know what? I didn't even see it. I saw it straight away on the other one. Right, let's do the class 483 Island Liner Day Rover Part 1. Ignore that, that's just the rail driver saying, we can't find the controls for Railfan. Oh, I mean that loaded quick. Right, hang on, let me just pause this a second. Island line 483 engine NS. Right, bear with me a second. I've just got to point the rail driver to the correct mapping for the train, which should be there now. Right, here we go. Let's move that out of the way so you've got a better view of the rail driver. The map is on. We're all good, I think. Right, a large group of tourists have just boarded, excited about riding the electric and steam lines. St John's Road is your next stop at 14:13. Press F1 to check the rest of your timetable. Okay, so rail driver has control. Let's reset the view. Into forwards, brakes off. Let's go. So I've never driven this route or loco, so you're getting a rail driver, Graham. you're going for it, and then that's a really good price. Is that in Black Friday sale, is it? It's fair enough. Right, Ride St John's Road is our first stop here. Yes, it is. It's yeah, it's all cut down, so cut out the, basically shorten it, all the waiting times and things. But yeah, it's on YouTube on its own video. But I think Rail Driver themselves shared it on their own Facebook page. Passenger view. There we go. Boarding complete. Your next stop at Smallbrook on the return journey. So your next... Oh, okay. Your stop at Smallbrook on the return. Right. Thanks. Brading is our next stop. Right. That, Graham, I'll put a link in here. I don't know if you saw this. That's the post I did about it on my website. With a link to the software itself, I think, and the video. have no idea how good these brakes are from speed, so... Oh, we're not stopping here, are we? It did tell us that. Right, 40 limit coming up. It splits off there, does it? Okay. Don't think so. Riviera line modern, yes, if you mean sort of the normal one. I think I've got the workshop electrified line as well, but yeah, I've got both of the Dovetail Riviera lines. No worries, Graham. So you're normally at work when you're watching my streams, aren't you? And here we are at Braddon. Hear the church bells going, hear the dogs barking. Do not touch live rail. All passengers have boarded. I'll have a look in a second. No worries, Graham. Discord. Right, Steve, I'm either being really thick, which is probably what's most likely. Where do I look for where you've sent me something on Discord? Yeah, if you're affiliated with Twitch, you do earn a little bit of revenue from bits and subs, but I haven't had a payout yet because you've got to reach a certain mark before you get the payout. And even then, it wouldn't cover what I've spent on DLC since becoming affiliated, so... Or, whisper it to me, I don't mind. I'm gonna have to learn all this Discord thing. Somehow we're running very late here. Obviously wasn't going to the line speed required. Barnstable to Exeter. I think I've got that actually. Let's get the doors open. We're running very late, but I'm too busy looking around at everything else. What's that? DP simulation, yeah. Yep, I have that route installed. Lost 92 points for being late. Oh, lovely. Oh, and we've got this tedious 10-mile-an-hour limit. Lake is our next stop. Better late than spadding. Be honest, I haven't driven on it yet. I think I got it because I needed it for something else that I got. I can't think what it was. Oh, for the Devon and Cornwall lines, or Railway of Devon and Cornwall. Yes, you only need the Riviera line and the Euro Loco asset pack, so... maybe we'll do that next. All new content, well, certainly new content for me on the stream tonight. So we arrive at Lake. Made up a little bit of time. Oh yeah, the BR Blue pack. Right, let's just go. I actually got positive points in for that stop. I wasn't expecting that. Right, if we spad at this station, then we've done it very wrong. Good evening, Cristiano. I've forgotten your real name. I'm good, thank you. You? So you haven't been in the yeah, you haven't been in the chat for quite a while, actually. Ralph, that's it. I thought it was something along those lines. How could I forget you? Right, that's all done here. So I guess we're going to be swapping ends and heading back the other way. A group of tourists have disembarked and are grabbing a quick coffee and ice cream. You're scheduled to leave at 14:36. If you're ready, if you are already late, then leave when ready. I'm not already late, so I'm just hang on a second. When do BR Blue Electric do the 442? Is that the workshop scenario, is it? Or, well, I suppose there'll be a list of scenarios from the on the route. I've just found your message in Steve in Discord. Right, let's get ready to go. Watch that 15-mile-an-hour limit as we leave. It's a BR Blue diesel electric. Electric, sorry, yeah. Now head back up the line. In fact, last time, Ralph, you were here, you promised me some DLC as well. Right. Open the doors. And we're early. No problem, Graham. Thank you for joining in, coming along. I'll see you next time. Brakes off. Off we go. Right, Sandown we're stopping at, which we didn't on the way up, on the way down, whichever way you look at it. Excuse me. Right, yellow signal. Get ready for the alarm. Being said, we won't have it, will we? Just got to do the whistle. Glad someone's paying attention. Yeah, you caught me speeding. Let's see. You're clear to leave for Brading if signals allow, which they do, so let's go. That's convenient. Right, 45-mile-an-hour limit. We are running, 45 seconds late, give or take. Mind you, that ETA is coming down now, so now we're getting up to speed. Doesn't matter if it's TS18, TS17, TS16, TS12. It will all still work. It's all the same routes. In fact, you promised me on my last stream you'd get me a route. So that's fair enough. Right, 20 limit as we approach into the station. Another whistle board. Oh, this is the one we had the outside camera at, wasn't it? On that little crossing. Thanks, Luke. He was here a few months ago. It's best to forget about and move on. Always get someone like that now and again. Right, next stop, Smallbrook Station. It's a real shame he didn't have that link that he said he's got for everyone. I mean, conveniently, we allow him access and he hasn't got it. Yeah, he's been warned several times, so... A few months ago when he was in the chat, he got banned for 4 hours, so basically banned him for the rest of that stream, and he hadn't been on since. That's the first time he's come back. Who needs free DLC when you develop your own? Yeah. I loved it. It must have been about a year ago when someone claimed to be from Dovetail Games on the Dovetail stream for a new piece of DLC. Like, of all places, you're going to try and pull that trick. You don't do it on the developer's own page. Needs to say he was very quickly banned and reported. Right, less than a mile then to Smallbrook Junction. Reskin of banned users. To be fair, I think he's the only one that's banned. Oh no, we're gonna miss this. Wasn't paying attention. It's thrown me out the scenario now. Oh, there we go, for not paying attention. Right, what time is it? Oh, it's 10 to 12. Right, we'll have a quick look at this workshop route. Oops, can't type. Southbridge to Highwood. Quick drive, right, I have no idea about this route, so where's the 442? Interesting. Then you got the DBBR 442. Excuse me. BR Blue Diesel Electric Pack Loco add-on. Reading it now. So it's got... Do you mean the 421? Because that pack comes with the 09, the 33, the 73, the 416, the 421, OBA wagons, and scenarios for Chatham Mainline, London Gillingham route. Is it that one? The 421? Put it full screen so you can see. 416. Which is that one. $416 car. I've no idea if I got the right platform allocations or anything. Just right. Let's open the doors here. We don't need to, but only a quick drive. I love that. Where it's written on in marker pen. Headlights. Oh, there's the door shut. Right. We love the sounds. Excuse me. Oh, that looks like a bit of a tight bend there. I'm not going to power on just yet. Well, that's the GPS coordinates of where the route's actually been placed, so that'll be the way the route's been built. So it's actually just off, well, I say just off, probably about 100 miles out from the south coast of Africa area. So it'd be coordinate 00 on the GPS. Very twisty line. Oh. Stop at Northbridge. I like weaving through these hills with all the lakes in the middle. We're about halfway to the end of the route. So. Alright. Car beeping away. Right. I know we're speeding. Right, now we're not. Right, 3 miles to go. Right, 2 miles to go. Last little stint. Right. Well, just over 1 mile to go. No worries, Steve. Thank you for joining in tonight and coming along. And for sharing the channel on the Discord and hosting it and everything else you've done. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Half a mile to our final stop. There's Highwood, straight ahead. There we go. And there is the end of that scenario. Well, quick drive anyway. Well done, you've reached the end. Right, that is, I am going to call it a night. It's just gone midnight, just normal time. Like I said, I did start a little bit earlier as well, because I was able to. So, my next scheduled stream, in fact, I'll put it in the chat quickly. Next stream is one day, 20 hours. So, Wednesday night at 9 PM. It may start a little bit earlier, but I won't know until the evening. What time I will be starting, and I said there might be a chance of another stream one day in the week as well, but again I won't know until the evening, so do keep a lookout for any posts on social media about that, or in Discord now. If you haven't followed the channel, please do. I'd really appreciate everyone that can. We're 2 away from the 200 target. But a very warm welcome to all of the new followers that have joined, and to subscribers. We had a couple of subscribers tonight as well, and all the hosting and everything else that's gone on supporting the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. Not sure Tuesday, like I say, I won't know until we get to the evening. Just because of what's happening with work and my wife's work and kids and whatnot. So, but I will post it all over everywhere when I know if I'm streaming on another day other than my scheduled one for Wednesday. So thank you very much for watching and chatting, and I will see you, if not before, I will see you on Wednesday at 9 PM. Take care. Good night.